my face, the wind in my hair and the dust in the race, the smell of the barn and the feel of the rains. I'm out here again where the land calls my name. The road's been long, but it's always been clear. The home that I love is where I've been year after year. Through storms and the trials, we've made our stand, 'cause home's where the horses run across this land. Home is where the horses run, where the hills meet the sky and the work's never done. With the sound of hooves on the open ground, that's where my heart is, that's where I'm found. Home is where the horses run. I remember the days when I was just a boy, riding with my father, nothing could destroy the love for this land, the peace that we'd feel. Riding side by side, our hearts made of steel. The barn's still standing where the old oak tree grew. I've worked these fields, but I've never been blue. Every mile that I ride, it feels like a song. Home is where the horses run, where I belong. Home is where the horses run, where the hills meet the sky and the work's never done. With the sound of hooves on the open ground, that's where my heart is, that's where I'm found. Home is where the horses run. Oh, and I've seen the city lights, but they never felt like home. No, not quite. 1,000 places to see, 1,000 ways to roam, but there's nowhere I'd rather be than here where the horses roam. Now the years have passed, but the heart stays the same. With the horses I've known, it's still the same game. Through the changes of life, through the joy and the pain, I'll ride till the sunset, through wind and through rain. The fields are still green, the pasture's still wide. I'll walk through this world, but I'll always be tied to the place where I first learned to stand. Home is where the horses run, where I understand. Home is where the horses run, where the hills meet the sky and the work's never done. With the sound of hooves on the open ground, that's where my heart is, that's where I'm found. Home is where the horses run. So if you're looking for me, just follow the tracks. The horses will guide you back to the past. You'll find your peace where the wild winds have spun. Home is where the horses run. The sun peeks over the ridge so tall, whispers of dawn echo nature's call. The prairie's alive, it's the start of the day. Boots hit the ground, there's work and no delay. With my old hat pulled low and reins in my hand, the trail's calling softly like an old friend stand. The horses stir, the cattle roam. Out on this range, I'm forever home. Saddle up, the sunrise calls, the earth is wide, the sky enthralls. Through the dust and the golden streams, we ride with hearts chasing cowboy dreams. Saddle up, hear the wind's refrain, a melody sung across an open plain. With every hoofbeat, my spirit flies underneath these endless skies. The coyotes yelp in the fading night, their shadows dance in the early light. With a coffee brew and a campfire's glow, life's simple truths are all I know. The stars fade slowly, their secrets untold, as the sky turns amber streaked with gold. The trail ahead's long, but my heart is strong. The rhythm of freedom is my soul song. Saddle up, the sunrise calls, the earth is wide, the sky enthralls. Through the dust and the golden streams, we ride with hearts chasing cowboy dreams. Saddle up, hear the wind's refrain, a melody sung across an open plain. With every hoofbeat, my spirit flies underneath these endless skies. There's a lonesome beauty in the open land. Mountains whisper secrets only I understand. Every tumbleweed's a story, every gust a tune, guided by the sun, the stars, the moon. I've seen storms roll in, fierce and wild, and watched rivers carve paths, soft and mild. The life of a cowboy's a rugged embrace, a dance with the land at its own pace. Oh, saddle up, the sunrise calls, the earth is wide, the sky enthralls. Through the dust and the golden streams, we ride with hearts chasing cowboy dreams. Saddle up, hear the wind's refrain, a melody sung across an open plain. With every hoofbeat, my spirit flies underneath these endless skies. So when the day fades and the work is done, and the sky blazes red with the setting sun, with a golden glow, the rooster crows, it's time to go. Dust on my boots, saddle up my ride, chasing dreams where the wild winds glide. The prairie's wide and the mountains tall, in the heart of the land where the strong don't fall. Through the rugged trails I'll make my way, underneath the big sky where I'll stay. Riding under the big sky where the stars shine so bright. Through the endless plains in the still of the night, the cowboy song echoes, a tale never done. Riding under the big sky, we're chasing down the sun. Your guitar hums a simple tune by the firelight's glow beneath the moon. The coyotes howl, but it don't scare me. I'm as wild as a river flowing to the sea. With a flask of whiskey and a heart full of dreams, this is my story, my life, my theme. Every scar I've earned, every mile I've crossed, tales of love, the pain of what I've lost. Riding under the big sky where the stars shine so bright. Through the endless plains in the still of the night, the cowboy song echoes, a tale never done. Riding under the big sky, chasing down the sun. There's a town ahead with a bar and a stage, where the stories are written on each weathered page. The lights might be dim, but the hearts are bold. Every soul in this land has a story untold. But I can't stay long, the road calls my name. The big sky whispers, and it fans my flame. Riding under the big sky, where the stars shine so bright, through the endless plains in the still of the night. A cowboy song that goes, a tale never done. Riding under the big sky, chasing down the sun. So here's to the wanderers, the dreamers who roam through the lonely highways that they call home. The journey's long, but the spirit won't die, forever riding under the big sky. There's a town ahead with a bar and a stage, where the stories are written on each weathered page. The lights might be dim, but the hearts are bold. Every soul in this
The morning sun creeps o'er the hills, casting gold across the plains. The scent of sage and coffee spills, another day on the open range. The leather's worn, my boots are old, but they fit like a second skin. The stories told, the songs retold of where I've been and where I've sinned. Life on the open range, where the wild winds call my name. With the sky so wide, no walls to confine, just a horse and me through the sands of time. Life on the open range, where my heart feels no cage. The cattle move like waves on seas, their lowing hums a melody. The prairie sings with the buzzing bees and the rustle of the cottonwood tree. Each sunset paints a fiery red, the stars like diamonds break the night. A simple bed the earth might spread under the moon's gentle light. Life on the open range, where the wild winds call my name. With the sky so wide, no walls to confine, just a horse and me through the sands of time. Life on the open range, where my heart feels no cage. There's a lonesome wolf howling far and free, a voice that mirrors a part of me. A tumbleweed rolls, no roots to cling, reminds me life's a fleeting thing. The thunder rolls, the heavens cry, the rain baptizes the dusty ground. But even storms can't deny the freedom in this life I've found. When my time comes and my boots give way, I'll rest where the grass grows high. Let the coyotes sing and the eagles play, and the winds whisper my last goodbye. I'll leave behind no mansion grand, no name on a flashing marquee, but I'll leave my mark on this rugged land, and the tales of a cowboy will always be life on the open range, where the wild winds call my name. With the sky so wide, no walls to confine, just a horse and me through the sands of time. Life on the open range.
Morning sun, it's rising slow, casting shadows on the dirt road below. With every step, the trail grows wide, a journey written on the mountainside. The cattle roam, the prairie sings, the whisper of the wind on eagle's wings. A life of toil, a rugged prize, out where the dust meets the horizon skies. Where the dust meets the horizon, that's where I lay my dreams. Underneath the endless heavens, by the wild and winding streams. The sunset's red, the stars are shining, in a land that knows no ties. Where the dust meets the horizon is where my freedom lies. I've got a heart like the canyon deep, full of echoes, secrets I keep. The scars I carry, the battles fought, every lesson, pain, and time I taught. The lonely nights, the wolves refrain, I find myself in the storm and rain. This endless road is where I'm bound, each mile is sacred, hallowed ground. Where the dust meets the horizon, that's where I lay my dreams. Underneath the endless heavens, by the wild and winding streams. The sunset's red, the stars are shining, in a land that knows no ties. Where the dust meets the horizon is where my freedom lies. And when the fire burns low in my soul, and my weary boots find rocky shoals, I'll look to the line where earth meets sky, and find my strength to carry on, to fly. The nights are cold, the days are long, but this old land inspires my song. The river bends, the hills still rise, marking time beneath the painted skies. So let the winds howl, let the coyotes cry, I'll keep walking where the spirits lie. The dust may settle, but I won't stay, I'm chasing dreams to the break of day. Where the dust meets the horizon, that's where I lay my dreams. Underneath the endless heavens, by the wild and winding streams. The sunset's red, the stars are shining, in a land that knows no times. Where the dust meets the horizon is where my freedom lies. The trail goes on, I'll walk alone beneath.
sways. Old barn standing strong, weather through the days. The sun sets low, painting skies in gold and red, while memories a home run deep, and they're never dead. In the whispers of the prairie wind, stories untold where the past begins. I feel the call, it's pulling me back to the place where my heart is free. Back roads and barns, they hold me tight, under the stars in the quiet night. With every mile I feel the soul within, whispers of the prairie wind. Back roads and barns, they guide me home to the place where I'm never alone, where love's been planted and will never end, in the whispers of the prairie wind. The tractor's engine hums as the rooster crows, faded jeans and calloused hands, working all they know. The creek runs clear where the cattle roam, a life that's simple, but it's where I belong. In the whispers of the prairie wind, I hear my kin and the love they send. It calls me back to the life I miss, back to the barn and the warmth of bliss. Back roads and barns, they hold me tight, under the stars in the quiet night. With every mile I feel the soul within, whispers of the prairie wind. Back roads and barns, they guide me home to the place where I'm never alone, where love's been planted and will never end, in the whispers of the prairie wind. Through the seasons we rise and fall, but the back roads call me through it all. With the barn lights glowing like a lantern in the dark, I know that I'll always find my way back to the start. Back roads and barns, they hold me tight, under the stars in the quiet night. With every mile I feel the soul within, whispers of the prairie wind. Back roads and barns, they guide me home to the place where I'm never alone, where love's been planted and will never end, in the whispers of the prairie wind. So I'll follow the wind with my heart in tow, back to the back roads where the prairie winds blow. In the whispers, in silence, I hear them say, welcome home where you'll always stay. So I'll follow the wind with my heart in tow, back to the back roads where the prairie winds blow. The rooster crows at the crack of dawn, a new day's light, the work's already on. Boots on the ground, hat in my hand, a cowboy's life ain't always so grand. The cattle are restless, the horses are too, gotta get to the fields, there's much to do. The morning sunrise is golden and bright, but I'm already knee-deep in a cowboy's fight. From sunrise to branding iron, I ride through the dust with the fire in my heart. Every day's a battle, every night a prayer. From sunrise to branding iron, I'm out there. The wind's blowing hard, Dust fills the air, but I push on. I know it ain't fair. Through the brush and the trees I chase them down. With the sun climbing higher, I wear my frown. The cattle scatter, my horse keeps stride. Gotta catch that herd before the tide of the heat rolls in and the sun burns down. But I ain't stopping, ain't no time to slow down. From sunrise to branding iron, I ride through the dust with the fire in my heart. Every day's a battle, every night a prayer. From sunrise to branding iron, I'm out there. Well, the day drags on, but it's part of the deal. The land's rough and tough, but so is the steel. Branding those cows, the fire's burning hot. A life of hard work, it's all we've got. As the shadows grow long and the sky turns red, I think about the days that I've spent in this bed. But tonight it's the stars that will light up the sky. I'll take my rest with my boots up high. The branding iron's cooling, the sun's setting low. The fire still crackles, but the cattle they go. Another day's work, but the night is near. A cowboy's day, it ends without fear. The moon rises high, the stars up above, as I ride back home feeling the love. Tomorrow we start again right at dawn. From sunrise to branding iron, it's where I belong. From sunrise to branding iron, I ride through the dust with the fire in my heart. Every day's a battle, every night a prayer. From sunrise to branding iron, I'm out there. From sunrise to branding iron, we live and we ride in the land we call home. Through the dirt and the sweat, we're never alone. From sunrise to branding iron, it's all we know. Out here where the wind is wild, I've seen the sunrise every day. With calloused hands and a heart that's tried, I work the land in the old cowboy way. The cattle graze where the grass is green, and the mountains touch the sky so wide. But there's a part of me that longs to be beside the fire at night with no more pride. Lord, hear the rancher's prayer tonight. Guide my steps beneath the moonlight in the quiet of the open plains. Help me weather the sun and rain, through every storm, through every fight. Lord, hear the rancher's prayer tonight. I've lost good friends to the hard, long days, and seen the dust swallow up the roads. But every time I stand and pray, I feel your grace lifting this load. I've learned from the earth, I've learned from the sky, I've learned from the fire and the wind. And with each passing day, I wonder why I feel your presence close within. Lord, hear the rancher's prayer tonight. Guide my steps beneath the moonlight in the quiet of the open plains. Help me weather the sun and rain, through every storm, through every fight. Lord, hear the rancher's prayer tonight. I've seen the sun set over the hills,
and heard the coyotes sing their tune. But I'll keep on walking through the chills till I see the light of morning blue. There's peace in the valley, peace in the wind, but there's a longing for a place of rest. Until that day, I'll pray again for a life that's truly blessed. Lord, hear the rancher's prayer tonight. Guide my steps beneath the moonlight, in the quiet of the open plains. Help me weather the sun and rain, through every storm, through every fight. Lord, hear the rancher's prayer tonight. So I'll saddle up and ride the range with a heart that's always true. Through the trials, through the change, I'll keep my faith in you. The stars will guide me home.
Under the vast and endless skies, where the prairie wind runs free, a cowboy's life is carved in dust, where only faith's the key. The saddle's worn, the reins are frayed, the trails are hard and steep, but the cowboy rides with honor bound. It's the promise that he keeps. Through storms and stars, through fire and rain, the cowboy's creed will still remain, to stand for truth, to guard the weak, with steady hands and a spirit meek. The earth, the sky, the horse, the seed, all honor lies in the cowboy's creed. The sun beats down like a blazing brand, the cattle roam and stray. His lasso flies like justice does in the wild, unyielding way. He bows his head at the break of dawn with a prayer for those in need. For every man who walks this earth must follow the cowboy's creed. Through storms and stars, through fire and rain, the cowboy's creed will still remain, to stand for truth, to guard the weak, with steady hands and a spirit meek. The earth, the sky, the horse, the seed, all honor lies in the cowboy's creed. He knows the land is borrowed, not owned, a gift from God's own hand. He treads with care on the rolling hills, where the mighty herds still stand. With a heart as wide as the western plains, and a soul as deep as the sea, he carries the dreams of a simpler time, bound by his legacy. When the final trail is written and the sunset calls him home, the cowboy kneels before the stars where no man rides alone. His life etched deep in the canyon walls, his spirit the winds still lead. For every step through highs and lows was guided by the creed. Through storms and stars, through fire and rain, the cowboy's creed will still remain, to stand for truth, to guard the weak, with steady hands and a spirit meek. The earth, the sky, the horse, the seed, all honor lies in the cowboy's creed. So sing this song by the firelight, let the embers mark the time, for every cowboy far and wide who's lived a life sublime. Ride on, ride strong, and never yield through every path and deed. Forever lives the cowboy's soul, bound by the cowboy's creed.
Hey guys, we're actually on my friends, the Kirali Queenie that Bjornshin, and they share the song Force ki just bus and Sanganizing Street. Taylor is doing a Craig Loud and Nowhere. On my trip, Valley song worn I your Kate fashion right and just disappeal and on song Forget It. Watertree, or really if you're keen, let out and watch out. If you like it, checking out this tricky by Stacks Fidgerin, it go new its app for you. And if Austin on Fumes is easy, so I've the strill, Ixonac etches say that phase, so in too much act, with gut sexum, and I know where to win. Brings the troll, playing less to take gliss when Phil, it's years a collie. They let a song becomes like the Ashley Pride, or takes the Shazan one, and I'm more. Average rights, Esley. Yes.
I've worked the fields under the burning sun. With calloused hands, I've always been the one to lift the load and carry it through the day. But there's a softer side I never let slip away. I'm built from the ground, as strong as steel, but love's the only thing that makes me feel real, real. It's a battle of two words that I hold apart. A man with rough hands, but a gentle heart. I've got rough hands, but they can hold you tight. They've touched the earth through every fight. When the world gets cold, I'll warm your soul with a gentle heart. I'll make you whole. Oh, rough hands, gentle heart. A love that's deeper than the scars. I've built these walls that no one can see. They protect the heart that beats quietly. I've been knocked down, but I stand tall. I'm the first to rise when then I hear the call. I'm a man of few words, but my actions speak. I'll be your strength when you're feeling weak. And through the storms, I'll play my part with these rough hands and a gentle heart. I've got rough hands, but they can hold you tight. They've touched the earth through every fight. When the world gets cold, I'll warm your soul with a gentle heart. I'll make you whole. Oh, rough hands, gentle heart. A love that's deeper than the scars. In the quiet of the night, I'll hold you near. Through the hard times, you've got no fear. I'll keep you safe, no matter the cost. I'll never let go, and no matter what's lost. I've got rough hands, but they can hold you tight. They've touched the earth through every fight. When the world gets cold, I'll warm your soul with a gentle heart. I'll make you whole.
Underneath the big sky, the stars are shining bright. The moon's a silver lantern in the calm of the night. Out here on the prairie where the winds do howl and hum, I'm riding with my old dog and I ain't gonna run. The coyotes sing their lonesome song. The cowboy's heart beats steady and strong. Through the dust and dirt, the trail keeps winding on. Under the Wrangler's moon, I feel where I belong. Under the Wrangler's moon, we're free as the wind. No chains to hold us, no place we've been. With the saddle on our backs and our boots on the ground, we chase the horizon, we don't need no crown. Under the Wrangler's moon, where dreams come true, the open road is calling, it's calling me and you. I met a gal in a town I don't remember too well. She had a smile that could charm the toughest old cowbell. She said, don't you stay too long, this town's full of strife. But I wondered, baby, I've got no other life. So I tipped my hat and rode on past. Through the rustling trees, my shadow was cast. The past behind me, the future so unclear. But with the Wrangler's moon, I've got nothing to fear. Under the Wrangler's moon, we're free as the wind. No chains to hold us, no place we've been. With the saddle on our backs and our boots on the ground, we chase the horizon, we don't need no crown. Under the Wrangler's moon, where dreams come true, the open road is calling, it's calling me and you. Maybe someday I'll find a home, maybe settle down where the cattle roam. But for now my heart is wild, just like a river, free and untamed, the cowboy's child. Well, I've seen the sunrise on the dusty desert plains, and I felt the raindrops wash away the pain. Through the thick of it all, I've always carried my tune, singing my story under the Wrangler's moon. The old wagon wheels turning, they don't stop. The sound of hooves ringing in the quiet mountaintop. As the day fades to night, I look up and see the moonlight setting me free, just where I need to be. Under the Wrangler's moon, we're free as the wind. No chains to hold us, no place we've been. With the saddle on our backs and our boots on the pound, we chase the horizon, we don't need no crown. Under the Wrangler's moon, where dreams come true. There's a dusty road that I call home, where the fields stretch wide and the wildflowers grow. The sun dips low, painting the sky gold, and the world slows down as the stories unfold. There's a rhythm to the crickets, a hum in the pines, a melody of memories carved in time. Back roads and barns where my heart belongs, where the whippoorwills sing their evening songs. The porch lights flicker, guides me through the night. In back roads and barns, everything feels right. Daddy's old barn still stands tall and proud, with faded red paint and a creek that's loud. Mama's garden grows in a crooked road, and the tractor hums where the cornfields blow.
Every scar on this land tells a tale of its own, of laughter and love, of roots we've sown. Back roads and barns where the stories stay, like the wind through the willows, they never fade away. The creek runs clear under the pale moonlight. In back roads and barns, life feels just right. Drive those back roads in my old blue truck, windows down, chasing dreams and love. Stopping by the barn, the haystack, our throne, making memories where we'd always feel at home. Back roads and barns where the good times thrive, with the warmth of a bonfire keeping us alive underneath the stars. No worries inside. In back roads and barns, the world is so bright. Now the years roll by, but this place remains a sanctuary for joy and a harbor for pain. So when my time comes, lay me down and in these arms, bury my heart in the back roads and barns.
The sun sets low on a dusty road, the fields of gold where memories are sold. The barn still creaks with the weight of time, and the echoes of laughter I thought were mine. The hay bales stacked like a fortress of dreams, where we'd hide from the world and its restless schemes. But now it's quiet, just the wind and the sky, and the whisper of your name as I wonder why. Hay bales and heartbreaks, they tell the same tale of love that's too fragile and hearts that fail. Underneath the stars where promises fade, I'm left with the silence and the choices I made. Your dress caught the sunlight, your boots in the dirt. You had a way of making heartache hurt. The summer was golden, the nights were so sweet, but the fire burned fast and the flame took the heat. The old radio still plays our song, but it feels like a memory that don't belong. The whiskey don't heal, it just lights the flame of a love gone wrong, but it burns just the same. Hay bales and heartbreaks, they tell the same tale of love that's too fragile and hearts that fail. Underneath the stars where promises fade, I'm left with the silence and the choices I made. Now I'm standing here with the moon on my face, thinking about the times I can't replace. If I could rewind to that summer of fire, would we find a way through the barbed wire? The tractor's still rusting, the fence still leans, the echoes of us haunt these simple scenes. You're a ghost in the meadow, a shadow on my soul, and I'm just a cowboy trying to make myself whole. Hay bales and heartbreaks, they tell the same tale of love that's too fragile and hearts that fail. Underneath the stars where promises fade, I'm left with the silence and the choices I made.
searching for peace in an old country town. But no matter how far these boots may stray, the hay bales and heartbreaks are here to stay. Out on the plains where the wind meets the sky, I hear the call of the coyotes as the night rolls by. The dust kicks up with the setting sun, and the journey's just begun. Oh, it's just begun. There's a whisper in the night, it's a soft, sweet sound, a rhythm on the ground that's shaking the town. I hear the thundering beat like a wild free chance. It's the sound of hooves in the distance, the cowboys dance. Oh, oh, the sound of hooves in the distance, hear it near and far, riding through the storm, chasing down the stars. It's the echo of freedom, the call of the wild, the sound of hooves in the distance. It's the cowboy style. Underneath the moon, the campfires glow. The shadows of the past are starting to show. The wind, it howls, but it whispers too, a story of the old times, a story true. There's a spark in the air, a fire in the eyes. We're chasing what's right under those western skies. With every stride, we're breaking free. The sound of hooves in the distance is calling to me. Oh, oh, the sound of hooves in the distance, hear it near and far, riding through the storm, chasing down the stars. It's the echo of freedom, the call of the wild, the sound of hooves in the distance. It's the cowboy style. And as the dawn breaks, the horizon glows, we ride together where the wild wind blows, with a heart full of courage and a soul that's free. The sound of hooves in the distance, it's where I'm meant to be. In the saddle I'm strong through the dust and rain. I'm following the path that runs through my veins. The road's long, but my spirit's bright. I'll keep riding till the morning light. Oh, there's a rhythm in the earth, a beat in the sky. The spirit of the West never fades, it never dies. With every gallop we're bound to roll. The sound of hooves in the distance is calling me home. Oh, oh, the sound of hooves in the distance, hear it near and far, riding through the storm, chasing down the stars. It's the echo of freedom. Underneath that wide open sky, where the tumbleweeds roll and the coyotes cry, there's a place where the dust never fades, a town built on sweat and old cowboy trades. With a lasso in hand and a heart full of pride, we ride the plains where the wild winds collide. From sunrise to the starlit night, we chase that dream with all our might.
dust never let go. With a whisper of the wind and the gallop of a steed, we're free like the air and wild like the need. In the saddle we find our soul, as the heartbeats of the Wild West Rodeo take control. The bar's alive with the sound of the past. Old men telling stories, some long, some fast, about the days when the land was tough and every cowboy had to prove he was rough. The horses they ride are as wild as their hearts, with a spirit that can't be torn apart. Under moonlight they thunder and roar as they race through the night to a distant shore. The heartbeats of the Wild West Rodeo, where the cowboys and the dust never let go. With a whisper of the wind and the gallop of a steed, we're free like the air and wild like the need. In the saddle we find our soul, as the heartbeats of the Wild West Rodeo take control. And when the sun sets low and the night gets cold, we gather around the fire, the stories unfold of the riders who came and the legends they made, the hands that built this land, the price they paid. From the mountains so high to the plains so wide, in the heart of the West we take our ride. The rodeo's call is a thunder sound, with every heartbeat we're heaven bound. Now there's a young buck in the rodeo ring, a dream in his eyes and a fire that'll sing. He'll tame the wild bull, ride like the wind. His heart beats fast and the crowd's all in. He's the spirit of the West in the flesh today. He's learning the ropes in a world of clay. But with every fall, he's rising again. In the heartbeats of the rodeo, the story won't end. Heartbeats of the Wild West Rodeo, where the cowboys and the dust never let go. With a whisper of the wind and the gallop of a steed, we're free like the air and wild like the need. In the saddle we find our soul, as the heartbeats of the Wild West Rodeo take control. So let the wind blow strong, let the stars shine bright. We'll keep riding till the morning light, with the dust on our boots and the fire in our soul. The Wild West Rodeo's where we're home. Through the heartbeats of the wild we'll always ride, forever chasing freedom side by side.
Here on the plains where the wind it calls, the firelight flickers as the evening falls. Dust kicks up as the horses roam, cowboys riding far from home. The moon is rising and the stars are bright. We've been riding all day, now we're riding through the night. The campfires crackle and the coyotes cry, but we keep moving beneath the starry sky. Cowboys riding under the starry sky, with the wind in our hair and the dust in our eyes. From dawn till the night we just chase that ride, living free and wild where the stars collide. Cowboys riding under the starry sky, no chains to hold us, we just ride, we ride through the heart of the night with the moon so high. Cowboys riding under the starry sky. Down, but we never slow. We've been through the highs and the valleys below. The cattle are moving, but so are we, through the hills and the rivers by the old oak tree. The lonesome trail is all we've known, but when we ride alone. Out here we're kings of this wild, wide land, with our hearts on fire and the reins in our head. Cowboys riding under the starry sky, with the wind in our hair and the dust in our eyes. From dawn till the night we just chase that ride, living free and wild where the stars collide. Cowboys riding under the starry sky, no chains to hold us, we just ride, we ride through the heart of the night with the moon so high. Cowboys riding under the starry sky, with the wind in our be miles away, chasing horizons where the wild things play. We may be weary, but we'll keep pressing on, for the freedom's worth it when the night is gone. So saddle up, boys, the journey's long, with the stars to guide us. We'll stay strong, we'll ride through storms, and we'll ride through the rain, through the valleys low, and the mountains pain. Cowboys riding under the starry sky, with the wind in our hair and the dust in our eyes. From dawn to the night, we just chase that ride, living free and wild where the stars collide. Cowboys riding under the starry sky, no chains to hold us, we just ride, we ride through the heart of the night with the moon so high. So when the stars shine down and the night is still, we'll keep riding on, chasing our thrill, for the life of a cowboy is a life so free, riding forever where the stars meet the sea. Cowboys riding under the stars, together we ride, together we fly. Cowboys riding under the starry sky, we'll keep riding until we die. Riding under the stars.
The sun is rising, painting skies of gold across the meadow where the wild winds blow. The scent of pine and earth fills the air, and the rhythm of hooves is everywhere. Out on the horizon where the grass meets the sky, the horses are running, they're free and they fly through the dust and the wind with a spirit so wide. Horses running free on open plains, side by side. Horses running free on open plains, chasing the horizon through the rain. No fences can hold them, no chains can bind. They're wild and they're free and they own their time, with the thunder of hooves and the wind in their veins. Horses running free on open plains. The old cowboys hat tipped to the breeze, watching the horses with hearts at ease. He dreams of the days when he was the same, riding those plains with no one to blame. Through the valleys deep and the mountains high, they gallop like shadows beneath the wide sky. No worry inside, just the call of the land, a bond with the earth. It's where they stand. Horses running free on open plains, chasing the horizon through the rain. No fences can hold them, no chains can bind. They're wild
Well, the sun's setting low on this dusty old town. Got my boots on tight and my hat pulled down. The wind is a-whistling, the fireflies dance. Time to gather round, it's our last chance. The fiddles are playing, the guitars are sweet, but it's the banjo's rhythm that makes me move my feet. Boots stomping to the banjo beat, clapping my hands and tapping my feet. We're kicking up dust, spinning around in the heart of this town where the music's found. Boots stomping to the banjo beat, a country heart feeling so free. We're howling at the moon with a shout and a cheer. Boots stomping, we're dancing right here. Well, the night's getting young and the moon's on high. We got whiskey and moonshine and a fire in the sky. The stars are our lanterns, the coyotes sing. We're lost in the rhythm of this country thing. The old barn's alive and the porch is too. With the sound of the banjo, we're here with the crew. Boots stomping to the banjo beat, clapping my hands and tapping my feet. We're kicking up dust, spinning around in the heart of this town where the music's found. Boots stomping to the banjo beat, a country heart feeling so free. We're howling at the moon with a shout and a cheer. Boots stomping, we're dancing right here. This ain't no place for a slow heartbeat. Barn doors open wide and we let it all fly underneath that old southern sky. Now the fire's burning low, but we're still in the groove. The fiddler's going strong and the dancers approve. The banjos are calling and I can't slow down. I'm spinning in circles, feet off the ground. With every stomp, the beat gets louder. We're living the moment, we're feeling prouder. But boots stomping to the banjo beat, clapping my hands and tapping my feet. We're kicking up dust, spinning around in the heart of this town where the music's found. Boots stomping to the banjo beat, a country heart feeling so free. We're howling at the moon with a shout and a cheer. Boots stomping, we're dancing right here. Now the night's winding down, but we're still going strong. Boots on the dirt and the banjo song. It's been a long day, we don't mind when the music's so sweet.
Out in the dust where the sun sets low, where the wind whips wild and the horses know there's a place where the cowboys call their home. Rodeo nights where the wild horses roam. The stars up high, they light the sky as the lonesome howl of coyotes fly. You can hear the rhythm of the thunder roll, a cowboy's heart and a wild horse's soul. Rodeo nights and wild horses run, chasing the moon until the day's begun. 1,000 dreams in the midnight air, with the scent of leather and the smell of despair. Rodeo nights, feel the freedoms burn, where the wild horses run. cowboys yearn. Dust on my boots and the reins in my hand, chasing the echoes of a faraway land. In the arena, the crowd's calling loud, but my spirit's wild and I ain't too proud. The bull's in the ring and it's fight or flight. We're riding for glory under the bright hot lights, but it's the sound of the hooves that keeps me true. Rodeo nights and the freedom I knew. Rodeo nights and wild horses run, chasing the moon until the day's begun. 1,000 dreams in the midnight air, with the scent of leather and the smell of despair. Rodeo nights, feel the freedoms burn, where the wild horses run and the cowboys yearn. Out here it's more than a game we play. It's a battle of wills, a price we pay. A life on the edge and the wind in our hair, with the wild horses running like they just don't care. We're living for today, not worried about the past, in the rodeo world where the wild horses last. Under the banner of the wildest of skies, a cowboy rides and the old bull dies, but the wild horses keep running free, and the stars above are a memory of me. Each ride's a gamble, each jump a chance, as the cowboy lives for that rodeo dance. But it's the wild heart and the untamed run that keeps the rodeo alive until the night is done. Rodeo nights and wild horses run, chasing the moon until the day's begun. 1,000 dreams in the midnight air, with the scent of leather and the smell of despair. Rodeo nights, feel the freedoms burn, where the wild horses run and the cowboys yearn. So ride with me and let the night unwind. We'll live for the thrill, we'll leave it all behind. Rodeo nights, where the wild horses run. Together we'll chase the moon until the morning sun.